tracks, villagers, minecarts. Give him a push and we can move him wherever we want to move him, which is great. So that makes it prove what I've said to you, that villagers are a lot easier to move when they're on tracks, which is great for us. Now, earlier on I said we would move the librarians that we make from these guys. Oh, they're all asleep. From these guys, and we'll move them into the library. Now, what I've done is I've saved this one because I want to talk to you about this guy as well. So what I've done is I've saved this guy. As you can see, he is a villager. He has been traded. Well, I want him because of the bookcases. So what I've done is I've just dropped this track. It comes all the way outside. Goes past the cows. Hi cows. Goes past this. I've just took the top layer of dirt off because I want to make sure it goes. We've come through this way along the side of the farm. And what I've done is I've dropped him down here. He'll take a jump, plop down here, and he'll stop here. I'll come down, give him a push, and he will eventually go into here. So what I'm going to do is, because that one's got himself caught up a little bit, I'm just going to move him around. Just want to get in front of him a bit. There we are. Push him in into there. Okay. See, and as we can see, he's nice and safe and secure. Doesn't have to do anything, just has to sit there now. You can't go in there because he's in the minecart, and we don't want him to go in there. So now we just set this up for here. Just change that around. And all I've done for this is exactly the same as I've done for these guys. Same route, just drop them in. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go back up. Oh, that could have been mistaken. Quickly go back up and send this one on its way, and then you can see how much easier it is to move these villagers on minecarts and tracks. Hi cows. So back through here, all I've done here is I've just knocked out a 2 hole and put in one of these. In fact, I don't even have to undo that. It's just for security. So because he's ready, we want to keep him, so we're going to get rid of that. Okay, but here's the thing with this before we do. When normally when I make village training halls, I always leave the block in front of them, like so. See, we'll just leave them in front of them so we know what each one of them is. But my plan for these guys is doesn't revolve or doesn't need one of these things, the lectern. Reason being is because this guy we've traded with, as you can see, we've already traded with him. So I was having a mess about and I wondered what it would be, how he would cope if we moved his lectern. Would he still be able to trade? Now, I know some of you may know the answer to this one, some of you may already know this, but I didn't, and I was quite intrigued to find out. So, here we go. Got some paper. Going to take that away from him. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in there because I want another librarian. I want 2 Pacific librarians now. I need unbreaking and I need efficiency. Nobody going to get up for it? That's fine. Okay, so now we've got this guy. No lectern. Still a librarian, still being traded with. Let's pop that in there. Pop that into there. Look at that, he's changing the bubbles, and we've got up the next one. And look at that, we've got unbreaking. That's fine. So this proves to me now that we don't need to have all these blocks here. All we need is a name above each one, if we wanted to. However, I do like them like this. But I also like the idea that we're still keeping them on tracks. And if you can see underneath there, just there, we're keeping them on tracks. So if we need to move these guys around here, when we get sorted out a little bit more, we can do so. But my main function at the minute, my main concentration is getting these librarians, and I'll explain why in a second. So first of all, let's grab him. He's there. He's got a clear run. Let's boot him out. Keep him going. Say bye bye, teammates. So we'll just keep him going. There he goes. It's quite cold, isn't he? Looks very pom-pom there. There we go. And watch him fall. We'll go over here and we'll watch him fall. There he goes. Perfect. So now he'll wait there. We know we're free from any kind of zombie attack or anything like that. Wait for it. And then we come around here. What we've got to do is just get in the cart, push him in. He follows the cart round, and there he goes. Job done. Happy days. Villager moved, brought down. Haven't lost him, haven't caused him any damage, and he can still trade with him. To me, that's an absolute game changer, because it means we don't need all these, which gives us another idea. Which gives me a corking idea. Because I've had this idea, it means that all that we've done before, I'm going to take out. I'm going to put it in some chests so we've got them all. And then we're going to build something else. But I'm doing this off camera. But I'm going to show you the general parts of the build. This is going to be epic. I promise you. Okay. We've cleared all that out. I have started on around there. Hey guys. As you can see, I've taken out the floor that we put in. And I've started doing a curve around here. What we're going to do is we're going to make a massive circle. And just to show you, it goes like that. So we go 2, 3, 8, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 8, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 8, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's 4. And then we'll do 1, 2. And we'll be here. Now, the idea of this is quite simply, we're going to dig down. We're going to dig down. What we're going to do is at the very bottom of this circle, if you can imagine, like if we're right at the bottom of the circle, say here. Yep, we're going to come down the staircase, and in front of us we're going to have the table of the elders. Okay, now there's nobody more wiser than a librarian as far as I'm concerned. They're clever buggers, they know their stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a table. We're going to put the librarians around it, and then behind them in one of the corners we're going to put our enchanting table. But here's the clever bit. All this is going to be bookcases and armours and bits of cobwebs and lanterns and pictures and all kinds of stuff, so it kind of looks like a very old library, and right in the middle of it, right above everything, we're going to have a massive chandelier. So just so you guys don't miss anything, I am going to kind of going to do what Joe Hills would call a time skip, because I am not going to bore you to tears with doing all this, because there is nothing more depressing than this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out. I'll stop when I get so far. What I'm going to do is I am going to make some ladders, so I've got a way to come back up. All these villagers, all those are our little elder librarians. We are going to move, we're going to bring them down, and we're going to store them in a place. It doesn't matter how we store them. They're in the little carts, we can store them anywhere. The only guy I'm probably going to need is this guy here, Silk Touch and Mending, but I haven't got 28 emeralds. I can get 28 emeralds, because I'm going to be using a lot on this axe and probably a lot on one of the pickaxes. So I'll get these moved, I'll get the outer done, I'll put up some outer walls because this is where the bookcases are going to go, and then you can just see, get the general gist of where I want to go with this. I have built this in my my practice world, on my tutorial world actually. I was in there, I was just messing about, and I built this and I thought, wow, I really do like this. But the librarians, they are going to be moving and it is going to look good. It does look good, so I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, that's all cleared out. This is going to be the size of the room. Obviously we need to go down a little further deeper. However, we do have a slight problem. We seem to have hit ourselves a cave, and in there are skeletons, creepers, and a few zombies that are kicking about. But this is where we are. This is how we're going to go down. This is the shape of where we want it to be. Now obviously it's not going to stay a circle per se. It is quite large. We are going to have the table dead center in along here. We are going to have these guys. There'll be 10 of these elder librarians. Hello, you're an elder now. Looking wise with your little glasses. All going to be sat around the table. We're going to have bookshelves coming down. We're going to have lights. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. And I'm getting kind of excited about this. It took me about an hour to clear this out, so that's an hour. Say I want to go down the same amount again, so I'm looking at least another hour there. Possibly a little bit more dealing with all this down here. So like I said, once I've done some more, I'll get back to you, and then we'll do the floor, and then we'll start putting in the bookcases, and we'll have to get some more villagers, trade them up as farmers so they can, you know, trade them up with the wheat and the stuff we've got there, and hopefully we can get this one on the road. But yeah, this is going to be an epic build. I'm looking forward to this. A lot better than what we had, which was just like the squareness and the stairs going down. You know, this would have been the width of our room. This would have been how a lot wide it would have been, and we have extended it. Well, so we've triple the size of it, maybe more, because that would have gone down underneath there. But we're going to take all this out. I mean, how far are we up here now? We've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say we go down another 6. So just to give you a clue how big that's going to be, let's have a look. So we're going down another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be how deep this comes. Which would then make all the surrounding walls, mainly with bookcases on, lanterns, lecterns, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of real cool stuff. You know, the table we made there before we changed our mind, that will go in there. There'll be a few of them go in there. I might even put them down as armor guys, you know, just so they're in here. But this, all this is for, we're doing all this so we can make an elder table for our world in the center, going across here. Oh look, just off center because it's 3 wide, that's an 8 block. So we'll start 1, 2, we could make it 4, no, we'll make it 3 because of the end, and it'll go there and it'll be dead in the middle as best we can. And basically we line it up there. The table's 12 blocks long, so we'd line this up here, so it would be 1 across, so it'll be 1 out of there. Yeah, so this is the kind of area where it will sit, and we'll run it 12 that way. And then what we end up is, we end up with an elder table. We're going to put some lights on there, we're going to lanterns, we're going to have some all kinds of stuff, and it's going to make it look epic. And then at the back here we're going to have like a display, and then here we'll have our enchanting table. Here we'll have bookcases. We're going to do a design coming down on the three sides. We don't need it on that side because it's going to be inverted because that's our way in. Yeah, it's going to look good. I'm excited. Guys, you need to see what's in my head, and the only way I can do that is to show you what I want to build. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going. And I think what I'm going to do is, if I can get this built and get some of this, when it becomes to the building side of it, I think it'll be quite cool. But just to prove that I am actually digging it, I'm not cheating. If you come out here, I made myself a little work area. See, that's all what I've dug out here. Got all this clay. All this stuff was from the chests. All this wood, paper. All this. That's a lot. Got some more of this. That I've been cooking up and melting in. That I've got from the iron farm. Just to let you know that the iron farm is now into the second double chest. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We may need to address that more than not quickly, but at the minute this is what we've got, and it will be good. It will look good when it's done. So without any further ado, I shall just whack these ones down. There we are. There she goes. Any further ado, I shall crack on. Okay, let's show you how we've got on so far. Massive cave here. Look at that. All dug out. All I've done is I've just emptied these stairwell like that. Or there's the stairs going down, stair and the upside down stairs going up to it. And this log effect going up with these. Then I can have some more lights on it, but for now it suits the case. We've actually moved the villagers into this corner over here, so out of the way. Playing with placement of the table. I think it's going to go here. I quite like the idea of this. And then over here we're going to have the storage system for the books. And then on this side I think we'll have our enchanting area. And then all this walls will be bookcases with holes in them. We'll have lanterns in there. We'll have cobwebs, we'll have armour suits in there, we'll even get some, we'll try again to try and get some armour stands with hands on. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. I've had to put another dump chest down here, another one. Look at that. All this clay we're going to keep. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it, I'm going to make it into terracotta. And I think terracotta on here, or for the floor, we can probably do a really nice design. I'm not sure if I'm going to use red terracotta or black, because they both mix together. I don't want to use anything light, like greens and blues or anything like that. I want it to be like dark colours, rich colours on the floor. So all this will come out once we've got the table design done. Which I'm working on now, which I think is going to be blackstone, just to give it that effect from the terracotta. I think that will look good. They're all ready to go. They're all on their little cars. Hey guys, and as you can still see, they're still ready to trade. They're still ready. I think, yep. Alrighty, so all we've got to do is pop them in there. And then all we can do is just jump up and we can just trade with them. Bum, 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 bum. This is where they'll sit, the little squares here. So we can get 10 elders around the high table, which I like. I do like this. I was actually toying with the idea of actually getting some more of these guys and just bringing the table round so it looks as though you're walking into an Illuminati meeting. As we stand here and you're looking at the high Inquisitor, if you like, and you've got the table going round. I quite like that idea. I haven't given up on that idea yet, but like I said, for now the table is going to be sited here. Going to do some terracotta, get on the floor, and then once I've done the terracotta we can work that out. where we can then decide on how we want the table and how many villagers we want to put in. But I imagine if we was going to do that, we'd probably end up having one there, space, then that would be a table, and that would be one, so that would be a person, 1, 2, person, 1, 2, person, 1, 2, person, then table. Yeah, it could wrap around real nicely. We could get a few more. So how many more would that be? So we have one extra one here. So on the table goes around, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. 5 on both sides is 10. So that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4. That would give us 14. It would only give us 4 more, but it would be a much more, I think it would be a much more intimidating effect. We can play around with it. We can play around with it, have a look at it. But that's the idea. Up on the roof, well, I've got a little design here that I want to show you. I'll do the first one so you can see it, and this is so easy to do. All I need is a load of spruce stairs, and I got some spruce wood, and to make spruce wood dead easy, you basically get your spruce logs, or just take half of them and just make them into a little square, and look at that, you got some more spruce wood, which basically means that there's just bark all over it. So whichever way you go, it's just bark, which makes it very easy to set stuff down. All this will be replaced by it, but for now I want to show you this design. Okay, so this is 8 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which gives 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, which will leave us 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I'm leaving there because it's going to be a step up. So all we do is we put them like this. Now what I want to do is I want to make an inverted staircase. Okay. Now there is method to my madness. So you just have to bear with me. All we're doing is just making this staircase go all the way to the top. And we just keep going. Just keep going. Yep. That way. That way. Right, okay, that's fine. Just checking something. Okay, so we just keep going like this until we get to the top. I'll only build one of these and I'll do the other on time lapse. To be honest with you, it's not rocket science, guys. I think if you've seen one being built, you've seen them all being built. I don't think you need to see a time lapse on it. Dead easy. So just go like that. The thing that is concerning me most about this design is, like I said to you before, is the bookcases. The bookcases are going to be astronomically high on resources, especially the leather. Especially the leather. So all I want now is just get this little bit of dirt. And I want to come out just a couple of spaces, just so I've got somewhere to maneuver. Oh, done that wrong. As soon as I said that, I'd do it wrong. Crazy, isn't it? There we go. We'll go over here. Go into there. And we'll just drop one of these in. We've got plenty, we don't need to worry about them. And then if we come into here, into there. There we go. And we just drop down. We're not going to die. Not from that height. Then we can just jump straight back up. And all we do is we just pop them in. Okay, we come down. Start on this side. All we want to do is on the stairs that are going up, not the stairs going down, or the stairs that are going up, you just want to pop them on there like so. This is where we left this step. So you stand on there, you go all the way up. Super easy. What we can do actually is while we're here is we haven't done those last two, so we got plenty. And the good thing is because we're doing it like this, we can get it recycled. We can get the stuff back anyway, so no harm, no foul. So just put one there, and we should be on the roof, which we are. So we'll just take that one down, we'll get rid of the dirt. There she goes. This way we don't break our legs, which is always helpful. And then bang there, job done. Then you start off down here again. Nope, not the bottom, on the top stair. Leave this one to last. Ooh. Bush. There you go. One there, one there. Ooh. One there, one there, one there, one there, one, and the last one that was this, that one. Okay. Then as you come down here, leave that one there, because what we want to do is we want to make sure that this guy's all stay bright, doesn't generate spawners. Just for now. And what happens is you'll have one coming from that side, one coming from the gang over there, and it will naturally make a central point. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a design on the roof. But what you have here is you have the exact invertedness of the stairs here. So the stairs that are coming down here, when you stand underneath there, is exactly the same. It's just that these are coming into the centre, that's coming away from the centre. So and that's it. So what then we would then do is we'll get these in place. I might actually move my villagers into the centre of the room just so they're out the way. But to be honest with you, just wherever we go now, they're going to be in the way until we get the floor done. We'll start on this one. We'll get this one done, and then I'll come back to you. I'm not going to do a speed time-lapse thing. I don't think you need to see these being made again, but as you can see, nice and simple. You won't be able to climb up there because coming off there is going to be bookcases, just to give it that little bit more depth, and the bookcases are going to basically block that in. Bookcase, bookcase, bookcases, 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 bookcases. So I'm going to need rather a lot of bookcases, but just to give you an idea of how many more I'm going to need, I have 61. That isn't enough to do that section. But I've got all this to do. So, working on that, I'm going to need a lot more cows. See you soon. And there we go. All three done. The villagers, well, I'll just put them there out the way at the minute. We can sort them out. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this table, but this is what we've got. So these struts are basically holding the top of the roof up. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting bookcases. We'll grab some bookcases and I'll show you what I mean. We've only got 61. Doesn't make a difference, we're going to have to use them anyway. So some bookcases are going to go here. Okay, and now what we want them to do is we want them to follow up there. You can't reach it, there we go. So what you'll get is you'll get this effect. Getting it there. In hindsight, you don't have to put that side in. Just skip that one. I don't want to end up with books everywhere. Okay, so like this one we are going to need. So here we'll just drop these in. That's the kind of effect we want. Now, it doesn't matter if they're not even, because we are, like I said, like 2 of these will come out, and then what we'll do is we'll bash through them, and we can put some stuff here. Isn't going to be a problem, just like that. Okay, you can also get some looms. I've got some looms somewhere, I think. Where did I put them? Nope. Get some looms. That's all my clay. There we are. Excuse me. Okay. It's like here. We put the loom facing this way. And if we do that, gives the impression we've got an empty bookcase or bookshelf, or there's some shelves that are going free, and we can dot them around in here. You know, we can have I've got a lantern, that's helpful. I can just put a lantern in there, it's fine. If need be, I don't think I'm going to get another hit out of this one, am I? Oh, I might do. If we take that one out, and we can do that, we put that one in there. We can put a lectern in there with a book on it. We can make another desk like we did over there. We can put it in here. We can have a seat here, so it looks as though, you know, just to give it a bit of life. The idea is that when all this is all done and it's all gone up and it's all coming across and it's all coming down, we've got that coming down, and we've got the edging of the roof done, it will all come together really quickly. What I am excited about is to do this top bit. Now obviously we don't have that bit coming up, but what I was thinking was maybe bringing these down here and joining here, so we've got that finishing on the top of the roof. So we just keep those spruce wood coming down from up there, and what it will do is it will just join there, so it will still give us that ledge. But at the minute, this is what we've got. I think now it gives you a clearer indication of where I want to go and what I want to do with it. I am now going to go and do the unbearable. I'm going to collect a lot of leather and a lot of vegetables and a lot of sugar cane. I'm going to make a lot of bookcases, and I'm going to make a tree farm. Oh, and I've also got to expand the iron farm storage. So much to do.